This is Vicky Vale live reporting with Gotham City News in front of the newest casualty of a new gang seemingly led by Pamela Isley, aka Poison Ivy, and Harley Quinn, the former Arkham psychiatrist who was once thought missing after the Joker's escape. After a storming of Blackgate Prison, the duo has bolstered its ranks with a slew of lower-profile criminals, many of whom were placed behind bars with the help of Gotham's homegrown hero, Batman. The Thorn Cafe behind me is one of the 23 privately owned fine dining restaurants, jewelry stores, nightclubs, and a handful of banks that have been struck by the almost all-female gang in the last several days. The owner of the Thorn Cafe, philanthropist Rupert Thorne, was not available for comment. These robberies have left the GCPD stretched thin as crime spikes throughout the city. The Two-Face gang and the unlikely team-up of Edward Nygma, aka the Riddler, and heiress Selina Kyle have also increased in their activities, keeping anyone with a cash register or safe in the state of constant alert. All the while, the question remains, where is Batman? Could it be true that our hero finally fell at the hands of Bane in Arkham Asylum? If so, then we as citizens of Gotham must consider if this is the new normal. Do we hide in fear or stand up like our mystery vigilante and fight back? How many more murders and thefts must occur before we realize that not only was Batman necessary, but that it is because of honor-bound citizens like him that violence and crime comes to an end and peace is restored? This is Vicky Vale with a broken heart, speaking to you, Gotham. Stand up. Don't wait for the next Batman to come and save us. Let's stand with our GCPD and take our city back from the thugs that wreak havoc upon it.
Welcome to Arkham. I never thought I would be excited to enter this wonderful establishment.
Nor I. We need to be on our guard. We will not have many friends here.
All the more reason why you are donning the leather again, rather than silk and pearls, I take it.
Can't fight in a dress, even if it would be more appropriate for an auction.
With the Mercedes out front, I'm going to suppose that we are not the first guests to arrive.
It took a genius IQ level to figure that one out. No more stalling. Let's go in.
Well. Look who's crashing the party.
Is that the cat you want skinned, boss? I brought my knife just for the occasion.
Boss? Zaz, since when do you take orders from a wannabe mobster?
Oh, do just shut your mouth! I've heard enough from the stray. Bob?
Yes, Mr. Sionis.
Shoot the leprechaun and bring me the cat so that I can teach her some manners first.
Not a problem.
Leprechaun? I assume you are talking about me. I would think twice about that. Our host might not like the added attention of a gunfight, or that their auction is down a bidder.
Roman, he's right. You can't afford this right now.
Are you kidding me? These morons ripped me off and you're advocating for me to let them casually stroll to a seat.
Kill 'em, boss. Worse comes to worse. I'll torture the auctioneer for you to get the identity of the Batman the cheap way.
Listen to that. The psycho has a better plan than the woman who can literally make heads explode. Bob, tired of waiting, waste him.
Hey, watch where you're pointing that thing. What, Roman? Turn off the competition before it begins.
Oswald, get out of the way. My boys are here teaching these two freaks a lesson in manners.
Trust me, I'd love to poke a few holes in that mink's stew, but I'm not letting a hothead ruin my chances at sticking my umbrella down Batman's throat.
What a gentleman. I hope it's not just my friends who are coming to the party. Why should I be the popular girl?
Perhaps for the particularities of the moment, we put aside our differences and pool our resources to ensure that the Batman actually dies this time, rather than get saved at the last moment thanks to winged intervention from his friends. All of us launching an attack on a cripple together is bound to meet with success.
Pool our resources together? Our? You're coming in with my money, you sniveling little freak.
To be fair, it's not just your money. I'm an equal opportunist. A rule of life, Sionis. What is clutched the tightest disappears the quickest. Breaking into your vault was nothing personal. It was just to teach you a lesson in humility and poor security.
The second I get this name, I'm having my new friend Zaz peel your face off so I can pickle it and relive every agonizing moment of your death.
Gross.
You know nothing about it, Songbird. Stick around a bit and you'll learn.
You're forgetting something, Roman. I'm in the running too. Don't be so certain you're going to outbid the crook who sells small arms and military hardware to almost all the gangs of Gotham and half the ones in Metropolis.
Oh, wonderful.
You cat slut! I'm not even going to bother flipping a coin for you.
Shoot her, Harv. That stay in Blackgate was all her doing.
No, Harvey. Follow the rules. Fair, right? Flip the coin and let fate take her out.
Decisions.
Stop it! Are all of you cuckoo for Cocoa Puffs? Any guns go off in here, and that identity is gone!
You're one to speak, penguin!
Gah!
Took a hit out on me on the debate stage, huh? I think I'll flip a coin just to see which of you two die first.
Hiya, everybody! Are we late? Red and I tried getting these cute new outfits from Macy's, but the guy there wouldn't let us borrow them for free. What do you think? Do red and black make me look sweet?
Another one to flip for. I could get real lucky tonight. Where's the clown?
Screw him!
If you're not with the mad clown anymore, then he wouldn't mind if, after I win this auction, that I take you back to the iceberg and fed you to my pet shark, Tiny.
He wouldn't, but we would.
I could eat you now, Oompa Loompa, but the doc says I should take it easy on how much fat I tear into.
I'd like to see you try.
You, furry in the catsuit. You will pay for that scratch you gave me. Get in line. Is there anyone in the city that isn't out to kill me?
I quite like your company, even if you are slow on the uptake and overly emotional at times.
Gee, thanks, Nigma. You really know how to get to a girl's heart.
Yes. A 5-inch blade through the ribcage or a gunshot to the upper right of the chest. Though you don't have to worry about any of that. I don't like getting my hands that dirty.
How thoughtful.
So what? You're Joker's ex?
Why are you asking?
Do you know who I am?
Sure, that wannabe Michael Corleone. I remember your case file from Arkham.
Wrongfully admitted. I was out in a week.
That's right, I remember now. Violent narcissist with a delusion of grandeur, coupled with anger issues that stem from a coddled childhood and poor parenting.
Do you enjoy pissing people off, or do you just sort of fall into it?
Never thought of it that way. It's a bit of both. Helps me make friends.
Is that a fact?
Sure it is. How else do you think I got old Waylon on the team?
What would you say if I offered you and your large friend a job?
What kind of job?
A pretty doll like you could be a dancer. Make top dollar in tips while the croc helps me expand into the rest of Gotham.
Gee, what an honor. I'm glad I spent all those years on my PhD just to be a cheap dancer at a sleazy club.
You've got the body for it, baby. Forget that academic crap and join a real outfit.
Does that line ever work?
Broads would kill to have the offer I just gave you.
I'm not a broad.
Listen up, hot stuff. One day you'll come begging me for a job, and by then, I'll make you do it on your knees.
You like laughing? Stand still and let me carve a smile into that pretty little face.
I'd like to see you try.
Take another step, and I'll put one in your center mass, lady.
Think you can get one through this hide?
Everyone, just chill out. The bidding war hasn't even begun yet, and you're all acting like you've already lost.
Canary is right. Cooler heads must prevail.
I could not have said that any better myself.
Very well done. I must admit, watching you make peace with one another has given me hope for your future well-being. What is this? A trap? You have the bat waiting up there with you?
No, he's doing this solo.
Hugo Strange figured out the identity of Batman? Well, I suppose I am impressed.
Is that a compliment, Edward?
Don't let it get to your head, Doc. One is allowed to get lucky every now and then.
Dr. Quinzel, I am so glad to see you still alive, and teamed with another of your patients, I see.
Consider it on-the-ground therapy.
Why should we believe you have the identity of the bat? What proof do you have?
My clinical notes,
Good. Bob, Zaz, take this buffoon out and get those papers.
which I summarily burned hours ago. The ashes can be found in a wastebasket in my former office. Shoot me, Mr. Sionis, and the identity of Batman becomes a secret once again.
You're a clever one, aren't you? Stand down, boys. Let's hear what he has to offer.
What about the rats? Interesting touch, but I never took you for an animal whisperer.
It helps to have a good rapport with one's patients. The 50-50 chance you have begs to differ. Otis, it is safe to reveal yourself now.
My pets do not like their scent, especially the cat.
Meow.
See? She taunts them.
I'm not taunting. I'm just letting you know I'm getting hungry.
Otis goes by another name, the Rat Catcher. Like you, Pamela, he has an ability to talk to other living organisms. His affinity is for rats.
Not exactly a kindred spirit.
Otis, do your friends sense anyone arriving?
No, we're alone.
Very good. Then we shall let the bidding commence. For the identity of the vigilante who has been a thorn in your side ever since you began your work, I think that 500,000 is a fair starting bid.
What do you plan to do with all that money, Hugo? Surely you have enough stored up to retire on.
I wish to continue my work unimpeded any longer by political appointees. Anyone for 500,000. A pittance, I'm in.
I agree. Chump change. 600.
7.
Ivy and I got that on our first day. Come on, boys, let's play. 1.5 million.
Now we're talking. 2 mil.
Girls, you take it from here.
Sure thing, Harv. 3.
Who would have thought a man who can't make a decision without flipping a coin was so loaded? I'll raise you 3.5.
Look, Harvey, the little guy wants to play. Let's show him what for. 4.5.
Red, I'm so glad we got that game together. Otherwise, we'd be screwed. The numbers are getting high. Have you ever played poker? No. Okay. We'll watch this. Make it 8. Harl?
You're playing with the big boys, little girl. I can play that game too. 10.
10.5.
11.
13.
Nigma, perhaps you haven't ever done this before, but this is an auction where you actually have to bid.
Shh. Don't worry. I am watching the field.
While playing on your phone?
Not exactly. Have a little faith, Selena. Quinzel is about to run out of funds if she hasn't already. And look, good old Harvey is sweating.
So what?
Just wait.
You expect us to throw away all of our reserves on a name that may or may not be Batman? This bidding war is getting ridiculous.
Perhaps you should have put more into investments. Let's see how deep the pockets in this room really go. 30 million.
You're not the only one with brains, Roman. 50. And that's while pulling from the petty cash fund.
I'm getting tired waiting for you, Nigma. 90 million. That's the full liquidity of my estate.
Selena.
An impressive bid, Selena. Any other bids?
110, and that goes with VIP to the Iceberg Lounge anytime you want to come down. Anything to add, pussycat?
Come on, Nigma. bid something.
You want to sip cocktails, Strange, or have protection from all those inmates you aren't best friends with? I can give it to you for life. A little phone call, and I'll put $30 million to beat Oswald's bid from offshore accounts in Hong Kong and the Cayman Islands. I'll even provide security for the whole of Arkham Asylum when this cruddy place reopens. That's a value of $160 million at least.
Well, Red, even I wouldn't believe me if I bid up on that.
They're all men. A few spores blown their way after this ends will get us all that we want for free.
I like how you think.
What's to stop me from flipping a coin for you, Sionis, if you don't share the details?
Do you see who I surround myself with? To even get close to me, you and your bimbos will need more luck than you can muster in one coin.
Is there another bid on the table?
Roman, if you screw up the hit on Batman, come see me at the iceberg. I'm out.
Seeing no other bids then, I'm happy to announce that...
Hugo. Let's not rush into things. Black Mask bid what again? 160 million? Chump change.
Oh, you can do better? Kitty got more cash?
Me? Do better? Friend, I always do better.
Then put your money where that mouth is.
My money? No. You see, that's your problem. While you mongrels fought over personal assets, I solved the riddle.
What riddle?
Romy, don't fuel him. Trust me.
So glad you asked. 5 adventurers seek a treasure at the bottom of a pit they cannot see. As they look down into the darkness, hundreds of other teams continue on their own personal journeys all around the 5. One team of the 5 has a short rope of, say, 8 feet. The second team a rope of around 13 feet. The third 110, and the fourth 160. None of these cords could reach the bottom, and each team is unwilling to combine the ropes. How can the 5th team reach the prize if all they brought was 90-foot rope?
Shut that hole in your face and give your bid!
No one. Not one. How about you, Selena?
You got me.
Did no one hear that there were other adventurers all around? The answer is simple. Get the rope from them instead. While you stared into the void, I hacked the accounts of Wayne Enterprises, LexCorp, Shrek Industries, and a few others. You don't think your dad would mind if the Janus Corporation loses a few bucks, do you, Roman?
You wouldn't dare.
Too late. Hugo, how does 250 million sound? I could make that another 100, if you like.
Edward, you never cease to impress me.
Flattery is unnecessary. Just give me an account, and I can have all the money sent your way.
I assume no one else has any bids.
How can you compete with a cheat? You're dead, you lunatic, you hear me? Dead along with your friend.
I can wait for them outside if you want. I got an itch behind my knee that could use 2 more slashes.
Zaz, my friend, that sounds like a lovely idea.
Heading there now. You don't have to tell me twice. You coming too, Bertie? Or are you allergic to work?
Zaz is right. Laurel, go keep him company and film the whole thing on your phone. I want to relive every moment of it.
That's sick, Roman. Just let them go and offer to help them kill the bat. That way it's all foolproof.
Sick? I think it's fantastic. Don't let me down, babe. I really don't appreciate losing, being second guessed, and let down all in the same night. It just gets me so angry.
Nice play, Nigma.
I always win, Selena. You should know this by now. I just try to do so with as little back and forth as possible.
Right this way, Edward, and I will pass along the appropriate information.
Dr. Strange, Doctor... Trouble!
What is the matter, Otis?
My rat, see? Dead! With his smile.
Ah, another guest. Edward, you may have competition.
Somehow I doubt it. Here, I'll get the door for you, sweetness. Wouldn't want you to break a nail.
Don't bother. I've got it.
I heard there was an auction. I hope you don't mind if I crash the party.